The biggest thing that went right was the coachability of our team. Even when we struggled early in the season, they remained coachable and committed to the plan and committed to what we do, and they didn't waver from one another, and they didn't waver from us as a coaching staff, and so we knew that if we stuck to our process of just being a little better today than we were yesterday, eventually we would be a lot better. And that's what happened. I mean, it wasn't anything magical. It wasn't anything creative. It was simply a commitment to understanding how to make the process work for us. And we knew it would take time. We had lost our top 6 guys from the year before, and including 3 NBA guys. So we knew it was going to take some time for guys to adjust to new roles and guys to adjust to how they had to do things in their new roles in order to be successful. And so it just took us some time to become a good team, and we were a good team by the end of the season. It doesn't show up necessarily in the overall record, but as you mentioned, we won 6 of our last 8, I think 8 of our last 11, and we were a pretty good team by the end of the season.
It's important for that to be manifested for them. Probably not for the coaching staff too, but for the players to see the old coach was right, I would think can carry you through an off season and have a little bit of momentum, right?
The momentum factor it was tremendous because it gave them some believability in their ability to succeed and to be successful as a unit. And so, again, they continued to believe what we told them. There was never an issue of them buying in to what we as coaches were selling. It was the only issue was them seeing it work for them. And once they saw it work for them, then obviously there's even more buy-in. But the momentum factor was the key thing for us to go into the off season already having the believability piece in our pocket, and I'm talking about more as players than coaches. The coaches believed we knew that the team had a chance to be good, but they needed to know it. They needed to know it from experience, not just from what we were telling them, and they experienced it, and that was a tremendous momentum boost for us as we went into the off season, as we went to Europe this summer with them, and as we've come back in the fall and begun practice.
So what is the feel now for this team?
Well, I still think that we're dealing with finding ourselves because, again, 3 of the guys that were significant to last year's team are not with us, and so we're still finding our roles. Certainly, we're razor thin from the standpoint of depth. We can't afford injuries, but if we can stay healthy and stay out of foul trouble, then we have good enough players to win games and to have a chance to be pretty successful again. I do believe that we will be able to start this season somewhere close to where we ended last season, which we thought was a key. We certainly can't start that far behind the 8 ball as we did a year ago, but I don't think there's any concerns about that. We're much further along than we were this time a year ago.
Will it change what you have to do defensively, being razor thin?
It may. I'm not going to change philosophically what we believe and all of that. But from game to game, it may necessitate that I make some adjustments and do some things that I otherwise might not have to do.